Let Them Cook. Where did that come from? Like, did you create that?
No, it was just like a social media thing. Just posted it one day and then it just blew up.
Was there ever a chance where you felt like, hey, maybe I might not make it?
Not really.
All right, guys, we are back with another podcast episode presented by High Noon. We have a very special guest on today's episode, Min Woo Lee. Hey, thanks for coming on, brother.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, appreciate it. First things first, I just want to get right into it. Let Them Cook. Where did that come from? And was that something that like you expect? Like, did you create that, or did that just kind of happen?
No, it was just like a social media thing. Just posted it one day and then it just blew up. And then played a tournament in Australia, and like this is maybe like 6 months down the road. Like the fans started wearing chef hats, so that's where the chef came from. And then it's been a pretty good ride.
So with those chef hats, was that something like you promoted people to do, or they just
They just did it. Well, obviously Let Him Cook is somewhat cooking, and then the chefs just started happening. So no, it was a sick collab they did, and it just became natural, and it's been sick so far.
So I feel like I remember seeing it like at the Waste Management too, on hole 16. There was like a crowd of people just wearing the Let 'Em Cook hat or whatever. How's the game going into the Waste Management right now?
It's been good. Like stats wise, I've trying to get my approach play better, and the last few months have been great. I played Amex the other week, but I mean, you got to putt really well there, and didn't end up putting amazing there. So,
how much did Scotty win by that tournament? What did he shoot, like 20?
He won by like 4-5 shots maybe. Yeah. I'm not sure. A lot. He played really good.
Yeah, he did. He played well.
We talked about Blades a lot in the last podcast. That was pretty cool. How do you feel about him?
Oh, it's incredible. I mean, he's obviously with the travel as well. He played a Corn Ferry event and then I don't even know if he did a practice round and then ended up shooting 20 something under for 4 rounds. It's pretty impressive.
Almost
really impressive. Nearly shot 59. So I mean, shout out to Blades. He has a big future ahead of him.
Yeah. Sure does. Well, speaking of futures and I guess past as well, because he's only 18, like talk me through your golf background. I guess like where did you come from? How long you been playing the sport, and like I guess what got you to this point?
Mum was a golf pro when she was younger, in Korea, and she moved over here and started teaching. Moved over here as in moved over to Australia where I grew up, and and I just started to follow her down to the range and try to copy whatever she did. And then I was always pretty talented at it. Didn't love it as like a kid, but that's how we got into it. Yeah.
How old were you when you like officially started? You said you didn't love it as a kid. Why didn't you like it?
Well, I just played other sports, and I love fast action sports and not golf. When you're young, golf is pretty slow and the old man sport. And I love playing basketball, soccer, did swimming as well, and just golf was like. I was always good at it. I was always like the best for my age, and I was always really good. But I just. When I got to maybe like 12, 13, I stopped for like a year. And then when I got to 15, I'm like, okay, this is probably what I should be doing because I'm good at it.
Okay. So you talked about like the other sports that you played. Because I was the same way growing up. And I have this crazy take or theory that I kind of want to ask everybody. So do you think golf is a sport or a game? Because I have this like crazy take that I think golf is more of a game than a sport, and it's not like a disrespect.
But isn't basketball like a game?
I think.
What do you mean game? Like,
okay,
what are we talking about?
I'm digging myself a hole here. But just you talking about like playing other sports and stuff, it made me think of it. But like, for example, a sport I feel like defined as like you're going head to head. It's like you said, like fast, like contact sports, like soccer, football, even basketball. Like you're physically going against somebody real time. I think golf, like it teeters on the line of sport or game, but I think in my brain, I feel like it's more of a game because you're not like physically going against somebody. Is that a crazy take?
I can understand that because I'm trying to think of other sports that aren't like head to head, and there's not many.
No.
but I guess you're going head to head, but with a lot of other people.
Yes,
So
it's
still,
like
you're still the finish line is still beating other people. So, but I understand what you're saying. It's like a big journey instead of a quick,
It's its own. I think it's its own category.
Yeah,
I think
it
golf
is,
is like an entirely.
Yeah.
But we got into this last episode, and Garrett thinks that golf is closer to like darts.
No.
Or
Whoa,
something of
whoa,
that.
whoa.
Yes, you did.
No.
His point's not valid anymore.
I don't think it's close. Okay, for the record, I don't think it's closer to darts. Okay. Well, okay. Like ping pong. I don't think like ping pong is. I think that's a game. Like I think ping pong or like pool, like that's a game, right?
Yeah.
See, I'm
I don't
digging
know.
myself
I
a
think
little bit
ping
of a
pong
hole.
is pretty impressive.
It is impressive.
I think it's a sport.
Okay, but I also said this in the last podcast. I think golf is the hardest game ever, and it's the greatest game ever played. I think there's no, like, playing a game or a sport at the highest level, I think golf is the hardest to do that. Would you agree?
It is tough. Yeah, I'd say so, yes. Not many people realize that. I mean, people that haven't played golf are like, oh, it's, you're just hitting a golf ball. But, I mean, a millisecond of the wrong movement, we all know. We all hit it sideways.
Yeah.
When your swing's off, it's pretty bad. So the timing has to be very perfect, and it ain't easy.
And it's a mental, I think, above, because that, in my opinion, at least, and you would know this more than anybody, but like at the highest level, especially, I could imagine like your biggest battle is yourself, like mentally.
Yeah.
When you're out there, what is that feeling like when you're out there and you're coming down the stretch, you have a chance to potentially win, or like you're in the running? Like, how do you keep yourself level-minded? I feel like I would be going insane.
Yeah, I think it just comes down to experience. We've all played golf, and it's not easy. But you go out there and you get really comfortable with the situation you're in. Over time, when I first came out on tour, I was, shitting my pants a little bit. You're worried about the bad stuff, but once you get comfortable, you're a couple years professional, then you start becoming yourself a little bit, and playing golf, and not worrying about the outside factors, which could be the audience, which could be the stuff you're thinking about, but just go out there and have fun. Like I think the people that play like they're playing at home, play really good too. So try to make it as like comfortable as you can.
So more, I guess, if you had to give people advice, it's like in your head, it's more just the fact that you've been out there for a while. It's the reps. It's being in that situation. But like in the beginning, it obviously was probably way harder than it is now.
Yeah, I think for everyone, if you're starting a job or whatever, you're gonna be nervous. But after you do it a few times, you're okay with it. Some people are just quicker than others, and some people are better. But I think it's just one thing you got to experience. The big crowds, like you can falter, and then hopefully you learn from that. But with sports, you learn from every situation. So hopefully you can deal with it the best.
Have you ever? This is a crazy question, but have you ever hit like a fan with a golf ball?
Throughout my pro life, yes, plenty of times. Not badly though.
Yeah.
That's I've heard stories about
Same.
bad ones.
Have you seen Garrett's clip?
Yeah. Well, I was about to say that, but show the clip.
Run that. Okay. Yeah, I kind of walked.
So was that a bad swing, or was that just, were you nervous? Like
I was terrified.
Well,
I was terrified. It was like low on the heel.
Yeah.
It would have been, this is a crazy statement as well, but it would have been fine. It was going to be in play. So
low cut. It was spinning back.
Yeah, it was probably going to be just left of the fairway.
Well,
but the guy,
the guy shouldn't have been there.
Yeah, they got in the way. Exactly. Have you ever, Golf is not a game of perfect. Have you ever read golf books before?
Yeah, I have read that book actually.
Yeah,
that's a really good book.
So in that book, I think it's this book. It might be something else. It might be like, I think it's this one, but it talks about like in your brain when you're over the ball, if you tell yourself like, don't go left or don't go right, your body will typically like do what your brain tells you not to do, because it's the last thing you think about. Yeah. I just remember hearing that, and I felt like that was really good advice for me. I was never obviously that good at golf, but like at least when I did play competitively, I realized like if I ever told myself, hey, don't hit it there or don't hit it there, like you're going.
Yeah.
Are you actively like telling yourself, like, are you picking out a target and are you actively like just honing in on that target and trying to get rid of anything else, like going tunnel vision?
Yeah, it's that's a really hard one because it's always kind of there in the back of your mind, right? Like if there's water there, and you obviously going to think about it. Yes, you try to tell yourself a lot more, I think, when you're in the pressure situation. Like, you know, when I'm at my best, like I drive it amazing, and you know, half the time your pre-shot's not as perfect as it can be, but you know, sometimes I tell myself, hey, I'm the best driver in the world, go up there and hit it, and it usually is a pretty good drive. So you do have to, I guess, fake it a little bit, and tell yourself some of those things, but you shouldn't think that way. I think the best don't think that way.
Yeah.
You think about like I mean, Rory is the best driver of the golf ball. He's probably not thinking about that. So if I want to get to that level, I probably got to do that as well, right? So, I think that comes with reps, technique. Obviously, his technique's unbelievable. He just hits a bullet straight drive, and if you do that hundreds of times, I'm sure you just step up and hit it, right? But
it's weird to hear another pro at such a high level, like talking about somebody else at such a high level. Is it really that much different? Because I've seen you hit driver as well, and I'm like, to me, at least when I see you hit driver, I'm like, you can't get any better than this.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about Rory. He does hit it long and straight. So I hit it long and straight sometimes. And that's probably the difference between him, you know, contending a lot more than me, especially at majors and courses that are really tough. I shape it a little bit left to right. So there's a bit of curve, but Rory's pretty straight. So there's probably a advantage for sure there.
Yeah.
What's your pre-shot routine look like? Like, is this ever changing, or you just have something that you trust every time?
Yeah, that's
good question.
Yeah, again, technique. It's probably an underrated thing. Like there are some times where I'm playing in a tournament and I'm like, whoa, I took a long time over that ball, and you don't really ever practice your pre-shot routine. It becomes a habit, I guess, routine. Like just, you know, you do a couple waggles, stuff like that. But yeah, same thing. Thoughts, your mindset going into the ball is a pretty underrated thing. You go out there, even when I play practice rounds, especially, you know, Jason Day, he's so particular about every shot, pretty much every shot he hits. He's doing something very purposeful. And to me, sometimes it's a bit too much. Like I play with him and I'm like, well, I got to step back a little because I want to copy him, but you know, that might not work for me. So everyone does it their own ways. But something that should be practiced a lot more, I'd say. Yeah.
Speaking of Jason Day, would you say like he's a little bit of an inspiration to you, or do you have people on tour that, I guess, like you growing up and getting into it, you looked up to them, and now it's like, is it kind of a weird, surreal thing now that you get to compete against them?
It is a cool moment. Especially with Jason and, you know, Adam Scott. I looked up to them, and you know, every time the Masters was on, Australian time is, you know, terrible, and you got to watch it at 2-3 in the morning, but you would go up, and obviously Scotty winning the Masters, that's like a big childhood moment for me. And yeah, Jason, you know, someone I looked up to. They were both world number one, so and yeah, they were great players and major champs, so look up to them. Now I can, you know, call them and have dinner with them and hang out with them, which is very cool. But now we're competing against each other and playing, you know, week in, week out. But Jason's one of the best guys in the world, I'd say. Great. Like, you know, I've been out on tour for like a few years now on the PGA Tour, and you know, he's kind of taken me under the wing and shown me, you know, and just hung out with me a lot, and especially like major tournaments, has a lot of experience in that. So any question, like pretty much you guys are asking me, I can ask maybe a different level, but like ask him a question and he would answer it, you know, very freely, which is very nice of him. And yeah, he's a nice guy and a great golfer. So
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, Jason, and like, I feel like I always, maybe I don't do this like consciously, but like, if somebody hangs around good people, like, you know, they're a good person. And Jason, like all the lads, all those boys, we did a collab with them, and it was like the best vibes ever. And they were all
fun.
just,
They're fun.
yeah, they were all so good. And from that moment on, I was like, yeah, Jason Day is like one of the best dudes on tour. So that's cool to hear you say that. Well, I mean, at least now from, I guess, the outside looking in, hearing like this stuff, like to an extent, it seems, you know, at least as a viewer, as a fan of golf, like you've made it, you know, you're on the PGA Tour, like you're playing at the highest level. I guess at least like getting into the game and watching these guys, was there ever a chance where you felt like you were grinding your ass off and you thought, hey, maybe I might not make it? Or was there ever any doubt, I guess, in your brain?
Not really. I mean, again, I was very talented, you know, till probably I was like 18, 20. So I knew I was always going to turn pro. But then the discipline needed to happen when I got out on tour. I started out on the DP World Tour, European Tour back then. And it became pretty quick that you had to work hard. My talent, you know, got me so far. And then it's more the boring stuff that I wasn't very good at. Hence, like the talent, I was always, you know, had soft hands. I did a lot of chipping comps with my friends, and the competitive side was always there, but I didn't do the boring repetition stuff that, you know, the best players in the world do. I saw it, you know, with my sister. She's one of the best ball strikers in the world and top female golfers. And yeah, she was, you know, a part of that. She was the opposite of me. But at the end of the day, when you're in that pressure situation, you need to hit the boring stuff really good. So I loved hitting shots around the trees and kind of chipping from bad positions. But, you know, when you're out there, you're going to hit the fairway. You got to hit the iron shot, you know, close. So that's something that I mean, I knew I was always going to be pretty good. But you just have to keep working at it. And obviously golf is never ending and you don't know where your talent is at. But that's what we all try to strive for and get good.
Speaking of your sister and her being so good as well, do you feel like that was like a good thing for you to have growing up? By the way, who wins more, you or your sister?
I mean, I think if we go off the same tees, I would beat her just because I have the length to, you know, just overpower the course a little bit. But if we were on our respected tees, I think over the long run she'll probably get me. She's a really good golfer, and now she can putt. So she changed the broomstick, and you know, she went from like last to top 5 in putting. So yeah, that was a massive improvement. And
who's older, you or her?
She's older. She's a couple years older. Yeah, she's a really good golfer, and yeah, it was. I think that was a part of the childhood thing. When I was younger, she would go out and practice, and I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. So I was like, I'll play other sports. But yeah, I was just
got to the same place after all.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get to her level. I'm at a good level, but I still want to, you know, contend in majors and win majors. But yeah, you know, I mean, she's won 3 now, which is
crazy,
incredible.
So good.
And you know, she's got plenty more gas in the tank, which is the scary part. Yeah, she's freaking good.
Yeah. Well, speaking about you getting to, I guess, her level or whatever, when was there a moment, at least maybe an I made it moment, or like a moment in which you felt like, okay, yeah, I can play at the highest level for sure?
I think winning the US Junior, that was a big part of, because I haven't really traveled to America. And, you know, back then I didn't realize that I'm going to be living in America and I'm going to be playing in America. You know, when you're a kid, you just get selected to play an event and then travel to America and then come back to school.
Yeah.
Because I was 17, 18. And so I would just... well, I did win that, and then I was like, okay, I'm actually really, really good.
Yeah.
And then I was, you know, kind of scouted out by managers and stuff like that. And then it kind of got really serious. And then 18, 19, I wanted to turn pro a year earlier than I did.
Yeah.
Because I thought, you know, I was a shit, but I really, you know, I was a long way from turning pro. So I had to wait another year, did another amateur circuit for a year, and then I turned pro. So, I mean, it is a tough process. Like we can dive into it, but it's
No, do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it is tough. A lot of people go to college here now. So I didn't go to college. I did a couple years amateur stuff in Australia and in America. Did the USAM, stuff like that. Yeah, it's hard because being on the PGA Tour, you got to be, I guess, in the 0.5 percentile of an amateur golfer turning pro. I mean, blades, that doesn't happen that often. So you need to, you know, be really good to turn pro and go to the PGA Tour. But the college system is great, I think. I wish I went to college.
The PGA Tour U? Is that what you're
Yeah,
talking
exactly.
about?
I mean, there's a pathway now as well, which is great. But, you know, back then you had to get sponsors invites and play tournaments and play really good in them.
Right.
And this was at an age of 18, 19. So it's not an easy journey. I mean, there's a lot of aspiring pros that are very, very close to becoming professional and keep working at it. It's not easy, but hopefully one day you'll get there. Just do the right things and you'll get there.
Yeah. So, and when you say right things, like I am actually
Yeah.
just a student of the game. Like I'm very curious about this because there's the college route. You said you were in a different route being from Australia. And then I feel like we met when you were playing on the DP World Tour, right? So what was that process? Because you went DP World Tour and then to the PGA Tour. What did you have to do? Because you won a tournament, right? Was it the Scottish?
I won the Scottish Open. And that kind of got me on the horizon of around the top 50, I think, like top 100. And then I started getting better, and then I did get to top 50, close to top 50, and I got sponsors invites. And being social on social media helps in that case where people want to see you play. And I got to play we get like 7 sponsor invitations on the PGA Tour, and if you make the amount of points from the last year's top 125, you get 5 more, and then you can if you in the 12 total you got to try and make the 100. Well, now it's top 100, but when I was playing, it was top 125 for the season. So you need to do that in 12 tournaments, or else good luck next year. Like you got to do it again next year. So that's how I got my card. Mm-hmm. So I would say I was, you know, good enough to make points, make enough money, and get a full card for the year after, and then obviously won Houston, and then you get a couple more tournaments, so a couple more years, which helps. But
yeah,
it can come really quickly. It can change very quick.
You know Carl Phillips, yeah?
Yeah.
It came really fast.
Exactly.
Because like he had his starts on the Corn Ferry, played well enough to get another one, and then he won. Yeah. And then he was on the PGA Tour.
And then he was on the PGA. Exactly. So I think he was one of the opposite field events, and that's just a great opportunity for, you know, younger players to come through, and the courses aren't as hard as the tournaments that are, you know, the signature events, let's say. And it's a good opportunity to go play and try win a tournament, or even just rack up some points, which is great. And I'd say that's probably the best way to do it. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Wow. How old are you, man?
I'm 27.
27.
Yeah.
Okay. So when was that first PGA Tour start? How old were you?
I reckon I was like 23.
Okay.
Maybe. So I did it for like a year. Didn't get my tour card, and I'll just go back to European Tour or DP World Tour and play tournaments there until I got to that level again to play on the PGA Tour. So
okay.
Yeah. It was a bit of a grind, I would say, but it happened very quick. Like I thought it would happen quicker, but I was still enjoying my time on the European Tour. There's, you know, different courses, different countries, and then America's just, you know, you're just in America, so it's quite nice. Like, yeah, everything's become very, very quick.
Yeah. Speaking of the grind
Mm-hmm.
and all the work that you're having to put in to get to where you are and whatnot, like, how do you balance your like day-to-day life and just enjoying life in general outside of golf, and then also the grind that you have to put in? Like you talked about doing all the dirty work, the repetitive stuff, the drills, the whatnot. Like, how do you balance all that?
Yeah, I would say there's a great balance. For me, like, again, I don't love to do the boring stuff, but I need to do that. So I would give myself, 4 or 5 hours a day to do all that, which you can easily do. And then that means you've got half the day to do whatever you want, which is, you can relax. I like to game, so I can game,
What's your game of choice right
Call
now?
of Duty. Haven't really played too much, but I was home last week and I played, a couple of nights.
I saw you were on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was literally playing because like 2 weeks ago I got sick and I was just freaking playing.
Yeah.
And I saw you were
Yeah.
on. It's like, shouldn't this guy
And he
be
didn't even
playing
send me an
golf?
invite. What the hell, bro?
Yeah, that one's on me. That one's on me. But like within Call of Duty, what's your game of choice? Are you playing Warzone?
Yeah, I'm playing Warzone for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Big map or Resurgence?
I used to love Resurgence, but then play with a few streamers and they all like big map, so I just stuck with big map. But
Who are
they're
the
both fun.
Who are the streamers that you play with? You play with
I mean, Aiden. He's I've been watching these guys from a long time ago. Joe,
yeah,
Huskers.
they're all dogs.
Yeah, Rally. They're all unbelievable. It's pretty cool because I used to watch them. I used to wake up in the morning in Australia and they're on at night, right? It's just like flipped pretty much. And used to watch them from 5-6 years ago, and now it's pretty cool. Like it's like playing pro golf. Like I get to play with these guys now, so it's pretty sick.
So
it's
cool.
pretty sick.
That's awesome.
But these guys are way better than me in Call of Duty, so I'm dying and I just get res straight away, which is like crazy. So they just know what they're doing, and
That's funny.
It is fun.
Joe accused one of our friends of cheating in a Call of Duty tournament.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was
Who?
actually pretty funny. Jackson. Yeah, Hargis.
Sploosh.
Yeah, I think he. What was the story about?
Well, so they've got beef.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
They think he cheats. Everyone thinks Jackson cheats, which he might.
No. Oh my God. Jackson is a dog
He's a
at Call of
dog.
Duty. He
He's
does
insane.
not.
He is good, Jace.
He's actually insane.
Wait, was this like LAN or was this like a online?
I think it was an online
Online
tournament.
tournament,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I think on
Just
his
turn the aimbot on.
yeah, I think on his stream like Joe got killed by Sploosh or something.
Yeah.
Wasn't that? Isn't
Yeah,
that
and he
what
came
happened?
into his chat or something.
And then he said he was cheating or whatever. It was pretty funny.
You
But-
forgot to turn the red boxes off the screen.
yeah, he was streaming the wrong screen. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, well, do you like what do you do? Like you game, but like do you
Yeah.
go out with the boys? Do you do any like social stuff? I guess. Or
Yeah. I mean, for the boys, I like to gamble. I live in Vegas, so we're not like stupid amounts that I have a problem, but just hundreds of thousands. No.
Yeah, just hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, just
every
millions.
day.
No, no. I enjoy it. There's, I have friends in Vegas, Kurt Kitayama and Colin Morikawa. We all play golf together, and not often, but once every few months we'd go out and rip a sesh. We can play COD one day, and then
That's awesome.
play some baccarat, which is pretty cool. But yeah,
good
there's
old
again,
baccarat.
there's like just a good balance between just having fun. Like I'm not the traditional golfer where I'm just full golf, and I think a lot of people are like that too now. They they have a life as well. You try to, I don't know. I mean, kids. I'm thinking of getting a dog. Like it's
Wait, kids? You have a kid?
no. I'm just saying. Hopefully not. I'm thinking of getting a dog, which is scary but also fun at the same time.
Dogs
I
are
mean,
great.
you've got
You
Ash,
gotta
right?
get a dog.
And
Dogs are
I
great.
feel like I would regret it if I don't get a dog.
You got to.
In my life. So,
What
obviously
kind of dog are you wanting?
mini Bernedoodle, but it's like a petite one, so it's not. It won't get like. I think it's like travel friendly. I'd say so.
Do you fly? Do you fly private everywhere?
Not everywhere, but a lot of the time, yes. So that is the reason why I don't mind getting a dog.
Yeah.
But if I traveled commercially, I think it would be very tough. So, I'm with NetJets, and they, it is a very convenient way. It gets to a level where you kind of, get bombarded a little bit in the airports, and you just want to have your own space, and you need the convenience of, flying everywhere too. And some cities, it's very hard to travel to, so commercially. So, time is money, and you got to spend some money to get to some certain places.
It's a hard thing to fly in private, because once you do it once, oh my god.
But that makes you play good. That makes you make more money, and I think there's like a psychological thing to it. Once you go business, you stay in business class or first class in America, and but then it's an investment too. It will help you golf. So, I mean, private's very expensive, but
oh my gosh, I can't justify. Like, I cannot do it.
People don't realize that it's a lot of money. I mean,
dude, flying private it's actually crazy. Like the couple times that I've done it, now it's obviously like the most convenient service of all time, and it's something that it's hard not to do. But I don't know. It's freaking flying private's expensive. Yeah, it's crazy,
but it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. I gotta say, it's a cool thing. So you guys travel forever, like so much. Like we travel a lot too, but I know the tour lifestyle is crazy. Do you ever feel like, from all the travel and everything and that lifestyle, do you ever feel like the burnout at all?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been in the Vegas home for a few months now. I was in Australia, but I came back, played Amex, and then I had a week off, and now I have 3 weeks on the road. I'm like, I just want to be home. And I mean, I love the golf. Obviously, I love the golf, but something about just having a house in America, and you just want to stay there for 2-3 weeks. But I mean, obviously, golf is our job, and we got to do that. There's definitely burnout. I mean, there are times when you have to cut your session short because you would rather be happy. You'd rather be that's a big part of our team's motto, is to be happy. I think if you're not happy off the course, you're not going to play well. So, if you need to, practice for only 1 or 2 hours, it's better than none. But it's not 5 hours, and you feel like death right after, and you feel like you can't go to the gym anymore because you're tired, stuff like that. So there's a balance. So we all know how to, professionals, we all know how to play golf. So if we can keep our energy levels high, especially on this road trip of 3 weeks in a row, you have to control that energy. So
yeah, you said our team. What does that mean? Like
coach, manager, just our team, physio.
Yeah. How many people are on?
I'd say like 5 maybe. I got a stats guy, physio, coach, caddy, manager, and obviously girlfriend, family, stuff like that. So our team, I would say. That's just kind of vague, but our team is very big on that, because I think that's not spoken enough. I think about trying to be happy, trying to control those levels. But if you can imagine, if you're just happy every time and playing golf, you're in a good space.
Yeah, you're gonna play better naturally. Okay, a little bit of a controversial question to an extent. So you talk about like being on the road a lot and the busy lifestyle of the PGA Tour. A lot of the guys a few years back decided to go to a different tour, LIV, obviously. And one of the big reasons that they all wanted to go do this was they were getting this big, lump sum of money, and they were told, hey, we're getting 3-round tournaments. We're going to have more time at home, more time with family, whatever. Basically, like everything you're talking about. But now we're in this current state where we got a guy like Koepka coming back to the PGA Tour and stuff like that. So what are your thoughts on LIV? And was that ever, I guess, in your brain, a consideration of you to like go to that tour?
Yeah, I think fair enough. Like, they wanted to do something else. And I don't blame a lot of people for going. If you get thrown 100,000, 100 million, I think it's pretty hard to say no. I think Brooks is in that situation where money probably doesn't mean as much now. maybe, you know, back in the days, if he got that, he would, obviously he did go. So, he, you know, it was great. But he wants to be competitive. And I think the PGA Tour is still, you know, a great product and is probably the best product. And good golf there, good courses there, especially. And yeah, I think the PGA Tour probably wouldn't have happened with the signature events if LIV didn't happen.
Okay.
But it should have been, yeah, it was the way to go, I would say. But yeah, I mean, yeah, without being too controversial, I mean, that's
at least from my perspective, it's like, in a weird way, it's like a double dipping thing. At least it feels like it. It's like you got somebody who went for hundreds of millions, then comes back. I guess there's like a little bit of a fee that he's paying, like a $5 million fee, and he's avoiding something else, whatever. He's going to lose out on some money in the player equity program or whatever it is at the PGA Tour. But like, in any way, shape, or form, does that, like, as a player, does that make you upset that there's guys that went out there and did it and then came back? Or are you more in the headspace of, I'm just going to do me and focus on golf?
Yeah, I think I'm more on that second side. I understand, like we talked about, I guess, you know, you go there for a big lump of cash. But coming back, I mean, one, Brooks is, you know, he was the best player in the world and he's won 5 majors. It's a bit different from, you know, if it was someone else, I think it's a little bit different, but I think it's good for golf. I think Brooks coming back,
I would agree with that,
is good. I think I mean, he just made the cut last week and I saw the crowds out there. It was pretty big for, you know, someone who just made the cut. People actually want to really see him, and, you know, he was exciting for golf. One of the top guys out there. Like, he's very serious on TV and he just does his own, I think, like, it looks like he doesn't really care too much, but he's actually a really good guy. And yeah, having him back is pretty cool. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, I mean, we were tracking, you know, what he was shooting. I think the whole world was pretty excited about it. So,
dude, I couldn't agree more with the fact that it is big for golf. Like, I hadn't watched a regular season PGA Tour in a long time, but like, it was like you said, I was so tuned in.
Yeah.
Just curious to see what he was doing and whatnot.
I mean, he was on TV a lot, which is...
Were the crowds that big?
They were big. Like, I was like, he just, like, if it was anyone else that just made the cut, I think it wouldn't have been that big. But care. People actually, you know, was excited to, you know, see him, which is cool to see.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Blake, you got anything else before we go to a new segment?
Yeah, we do have a new segment. I was curious. Do you because obviously, like, there's a lot. We're in the YouTube golf space. Yeah. Like, do you, and you've collabed with a handful of groups. Yeah. Do you consume any YouTube golf content?
No, not really. I've really wanted to. There's obviously some guidelines and rules that we can't film and stuff during the week on the PGA Tour, but obviously the lads, and I collabed with them, you know, last week, 2 weeks ago, and that was really fun. I mean, if that happens, then I think it will help my case of, you know, doing YouTube golf. But obviously YouTube golf is massive. You guys are killing it, and you guys are at the top of YouTube golf. So I think Tommy's doing it as well, so he's like got the professional side of it, and I think a lot of people like that. I mean, you guys do a lot of the fun stuff and that people want to watch, but, you know, when Tommy does his stuff, it's like actually pretty cool to see. Yeah. I mean, I learn from that stuff too. Like, he talks about all his stuff, and it is pretty cool to see, you know, one of the best golfers do some YouTube and play some golf. So
it is weird, like, from a fan's perspective, it's very cool to watch somebody at the highest level, like Bryson, even when he just does his 18 holes at a public course. Yeah. Because I feel like you get to see a different side of the pro that you don't get to see on TV. Because, I mean, if you're a highlight reel and you're hitting a bunch of great shots, you're going to see a lot of it on TV. Yeah. But even still, you're not going to see, like, personality.
Exactly. Just the in-between shots, or even approaching the shot. They're talking about how they're going to do it. And just differently.
And that's a good topic to talk about. Like they tried to do on the PGA Tour the things where they would put the AirPods in.
Yeah.
Did you ever do one of those?
Yeah,
The,
I did. I
walk
actually
and
did one.
talk?
Yeah, I did one. Yeah, walk and talk.
Was
yeah.
that distracting?
A little bit. Obviously, you're gonna do it when you're playing good. They're gonna show you on that. But it's a little bit distracting, I would say. I think some people would do it. The serious people won't do it.
Yeah.
So I think I did it because I'm not as serious. But there's times where I'm like, I'm trying to win a tournament. Like, let's just leave that. And
Yeah, you don't
You can
want
do
to
all
focus.
that stuff. You can do all that stuff after the event, but
Right.
not like during the event when you're coming down the stretch. You're pretty locked in.
Yeah. I always felt like from a viewer that was a little interesting to watch. I'm like, I feel like I'd be pissed right now if I was them. Like, I'm trying to lock in, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like it's a very hard one because you're gonna answer the questions very. They're like, oh, how's the day today and how are you playing? It's like you're just gonna answer, pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
But they should just answer some they should just ask some like stupid questions.
Just
It's,
ask
funny.
like
people would
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with that. What we're gonna do is, speaking of like stupid stuff, we're gonna do a little new segment. I have 5 golf swings here, and I'm just gonna have you rate them all. Actually, I think we have 4, but swing number 1, you know of him well.
Bryson.
Yep. Driver swing.
Yeah.
Down the line.
Yeah. Am I just answering straight off the bat, or
Yeah,
am I
1
gonna,
through 10. Just give me a 1 through 10. You can
Rating?
Yeah.
I think look-wise, it's a bit not conventional, but the scientific side of it is pretty up there. Out of 10, I would say 8.
8.
8.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Strong.
It's not the prettiest, but it makes sense the stuff he does, and I think all the stuff that he does is scientifically backed, so
Right.
you can't really argue with that.
Yeah, he's, one of the best in the world.
Yeah.
So.
LeBron. Doesn't he swear? No, he swears in one of these.
I think he does in that one.
Actually, LeBron has a very good swing. Bronny actually has a really good swing.
Really
Yeah.
good.
Bronny has-
Oh
yeah.
my
Shocked
god.
by
Yeah, I talked to him a little bit, and hopefully we can have a game in LA.
That'd be
But
great.
LeBron's swing's actually really good, I would say. Like for someone that just started, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
like
I would agree.
I mean, this is hard to rate because it's you're not like talking professional level.
Yeah.
I would say 6. I mean, it's impressive how short time and how good he. I mean, I've only seen a few shots, but seems like he makes good contact and he has good hand-eye coordination. I would say 6, and we can improve on that.
So Matt Sharf, right?
Yeah.
Have you heard his argument?
No.
So he thinks he's more athletic than LeBron James. He
Matt is. He is athletic though. But what are we talking about? Just like every like if we're doing
yeah,
like fucking,
everything.
If we're doing darts, if we're doing basketball, if we're doing soccer.
Correct. That's his argument. He thinks
Gymnastics,
if they played, let's just call it 100 sports, he's going to beat him in more than LeBron beats him.
You could actually go through every sport and
You could probably make a good case for it, I feel like.
I don't know.
But it's hard.
tough.
It's a
But-
hard
but-
thing
but
to get yourself to say
it's
out
hard.
loud.
No, it's hard because is it from right now? Like if we gave LeBron a tennis racket and we gave Matt a tennis racket, like, or is it
Right now.
or is it potential?
I mean,
a
potential.
hard- that is-
Potential. There's no argument.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
LeBron
yeah.
James.
Yeah,
He's
or like LeBron is prime. Like, there's not many better athletes.
I don't know. I think
It-
I think I have to disagree on that. I would say, but he'll put up a good fight.
yeah.
He'll put up a good fight.
So Steph, we
Yeah.
asked Steph Curry the same
Yeah.
thing when Sharf sat in a golf cart and told him that he was more athletic than LeBron
Yeah.
James. And what did Steph end up saying, Max? I think he was like, he laughed at him initially, but then when we talked about like the 100 different sports and that argument, he kind of understood the argument. I think.
Yeah.
But it's just a hard thing because if you literally look up on Google the greatest athlete of all time, I think LeBron James comes up.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so that's a tough argument. Okay, next swing.
Yeah. Okay. We all know this swing. Bob does sport.
Yeah.
You did him dirty showing this video.
Yeah, I
where
mean,
he hits it backwards.
Yeah. We can just watch it again.
Yeah, he aims very right. Yeah,
I think so.
yeah, aims very
Tries
right.
to play that little draw.
I made a video with them, and
You did?
The first hole he like shanked it in the water, so that wasn't great. I'll give it a nice 2.
Oh boy. Okay.
Hey, there's a lot to work on.
A nice
Bob,
two.
we'll work on it, Bob.
We need to get a lesson from Minwoo to Bob to sports.
Bobby Fairways, Bobby Rough,
Bobby.
Trees.
There you go.
Yeah, Brad. He's got a really good swing.
So I'm curious to hear what you think about Brad, because Brad had a great junior career. I knew he played up against Colin Morikawa, which you said His game, like, at least from the outside looking in, it had every potential of being at the level that you guys are. And a lot of people comment still to this day, hey, Brad, you go pro.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I think,
what do you think about that take? And then also, what do you think his swing?
I think it's a lot mental. The mental side is massive. I wish I saw that potential on the tour, because I know he was a very good amateur, and you know, the days where he used to hover the club like this far off the ground and somehow, you know, stiff the shot. It was very impressive, and I would say, I would say it has to be somewhat mental to go from. Also, it is tough, because when you're the best college player or the junior player, you kind of spoon fed a little bit, and when you go to college, you fly in jets and stuff, and that's just not real life when you turn professional. Obviously, when you get to X amount up to the top of the pro level, you can afford to, you know, fly private and stuff. But when you go to the best colleges and play there, you're in a team, which is one, it's not like that on tour. You're with your own team, but not with teammates. You can do that, but it's very individual. And I think, I'm sure he knows, but like I think there's some part of that, just the being the best at something at such a young age to turning professional and thinking there's a confidence level there where he's like from here to here very quickly. And then when he gets out on the PGA Tour, he can shoot 80, and then your confidence kind of drops and you're like, oh, you're not as good as you actually think. So
it's like expectations and reality.
Exactly.
Is, you know, his frustrations in a sense. Like that's an interesting thought that I didn't really think about. Like, at least at the college level, at the D1 level,
because I
you
think he's
are
really
kind
good.
of, but it is a way different world that you're probably just not used to whatsoever. Once you commit to like, okay, now I'm just gambling on myself essentially.
So you go from the best to like, I would say average at best when you come
little
out.
fish in a big pond.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know, you were the best at your craft for 4 years if you're in college, and then you go turn pro. It's something about that. I don't know, some psychologists will talk about that probably.
No, that's a good point. Do you think that, at least from the game, I don't know how much you've seen Brad now, but like at least from the game that you've seen, do you think if he were to give it a shot and go all in, do you think he would have a chance, or do you think that that's just still a gamble? Like, who knows?
I think he has a chance because he's kind of used to the cameras now, which was very different too. Like college, I think back then when he was playing, now college is a lot bigger, but back when he was playing, it probably wasn't as big, the cameras and the tournaments he was, playing. So that's a big part of it, the pressure. And I think the expectations, he has something he can fall back into, which is, YouTube golf. So if he does go play Q school, I think he'll have a lot of support. I think everyone who watches good, and they think, a lot of people think that he can do it. So I think you should give it a try for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would love to see it.
Yeah, you might as well. I mean, but the thing is, he's probably making more money on good than playing on the Corn Ferry or something like that, which is tough.
That's the tough part. Wait, so I'm actually really curious about this too, because talking about the money thing, like, okay, say, I don't know. I'm not gonna say what I think Brad's making each year, but let's say you're like on tour, and you make half the cuts, and you might have a couple
PGA Tour.
Yeah, PGA Tour. You make
half the cuts.
Yeah, just say half your starts you make the cut, and you have a couple top 25s. Let's just say like you
wouldn't even make top 100, I don't think. If you just make top 25s, you need to have a few good results. So last year I won Houston, and I didn't play amazing in the signature events. I'd probably come like bottom 10 or 15 in them, and I was like 60th at the end of the year. So even winning doesn't
with a win.
Even with a win, it's not you're halfway there.
That's crazy.
So
that's crazy.
Yeah, there's a balance between playing a lot of tournaments and but
I'm just saying, like, at what level, without okay, say Brad's making 7 figures a year, theoretically.
I think that's average, just over average.
For PGA Tour?
Actually, that might be a lot. I think if you make top 100, you're making $1 million.
Okay.
Yeah. But then there's travel and then all that. So
expensive.
There's expensive. Your caddy, your everyone. So
but also he'd make a lot in sponsorship stuff,
Yeah.
Well, it depends who you are though.
Yeah. I'm just thinking for Brad. Like
Yeah. If Brad was out there, he would get some. Yeah, he would get. Yeah.
I think it'd be cool if he documented it.
Gosh, that'd be so cool to see him. So what do you rate his swing, 1 through 10?
It's good. I think it's a. What do I give Bryson? 8. I'd say 8.5. I mean, it's powerful.
Yeah,
I really like the move, and he obviously
agree.
has had the potential to be great.
Yeah.
And he still does. Come on, Brad.
Come on.
Come on, Brad.
Bradley Dalkey. Freaking
Doggy squad.
Go for it.
Well, now we're gonna enter a brand new segment. This is the first time.
Wait, I got one more swing.
Oh, we got one more swing.
I got one more swing.
You did it. Oh no.
Kendrick.
Oh boy.
Kendrick actually has a really good swing. He doesn't miss many fairways. Like it's.
When have you played with Kendrick? I play with every time I play with him. He misses every fairway he hits.
He locks in. Bro locks in when he's.
Dude,
he becomes prime target when he plays with me.
Brother, I'm telling you, Kendrick has told me countless times. Dude, I shot freaking 70 today. I shot 69. I freaking played out of my mind today. Yeah. I've never seen him break 80 a day in my life.
Really?
Kendrick, and I'll call you out on that.
Wow.
Never. I've never
Does
seen
he drink?
Kendrick play. Yeah.
When he plays with you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, I feel like he plays good when he drinks.
I'm telling you, dude, I've never seen Kendrick play to his. It's hilarious, though.
Maybe the camera. Maybe it's the camera.
Oh, no. This is off camera. I think it's me because I always talk a lot of shit to Kendrick, and for some reason, every time he plays with me, he doesn't play well.
Maybe that's. Thanks for giving me that tip because we play a little bit.
Just if
we went to Ireland together.
If you guys ever do like a money match with you give him a stroke, just bring me with you and he'll lose.
Good
every time. So what would you rate his swing?
I really like it. I'll give it a 7.5.
Oh my gosh,
half a point under Bryson.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, obviously not the pro level, like.
Yeah, you're rating it.
But he's like, I think it's really good for like his.
Yeah, that's fair. He's got good rotation.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's
swings it around his body.
It's a very hard thing to. If we're going off pro level, Bryson is close to a 10. But if we're just going overall, like vibes and that, I mean,
just
Kendrick's got actually a really good swing. He keeps it in front of him, and he just hits pretty. Well, when I play with him, he hits it pretty straight. He doesn't really hit it like that far, but he hits it. He bunts it down and. He just hits a little draw most of the time, but I don't know when.
He's gonna like this. We gotta timestamp this moment
his
for him.
high right ball to right field.
See, I don't
it's
see that.
So fun to watch, man. Gosh, I love talking shit to Kendrick. All right, final segment of the podcast before we wrap. We're just gonna do a little rapid fire, and then we're gonna be done.
All right. Rapid fire segment presented by
High Noon.
For the first time, High Noon.
Yes.
Let's get right into it, man. All right, so early tee time or afternoon tee time?
Oh, pro or
pro?
Just
it's pro. Say pro.
Yeah, for the tour.
It's a hard one. I think early. I think I just like to get it out of the way. I think the early wake up is annoying, but once you're done, you're like, oh.
What about the greens? I heard the greens are better in the morning.
So good. But then you gotta. It's colder, so you're not gonna hit it as far, and it might play a bit harder. But yeah, the greens are perfect. So.
Okay.
There's pros and cons.
Heck yeah. Favorite country to play in?
I'd say Scotland. I think it's a kind of the home of golf, and St Andrews around that area is just really special.
You like links then?
Yeah, links is cool. You know, you get to play a lot of shots, which is fun.
Mm-hmm. Favorite club in the bag?
I'd say the lob wedge. I mean,
Lob wedge.
I think I have the most confidence with a lob wedge. Driver is a close second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Favorite golf course?
Augusta. Love Augusta. Yeah.
I'm just jealous, like hearing somebody say that.
I know.
It's like, damn, dude, he's played Augusta. Actually crazy.
I would say, okay, I like TBC Sawgrass. I think that's a course where
Really?
we're not talking about majors. It's a course where you got to think a little bit, and you got to hit multiple shots. You can't just. It's not just driver. It's not just irons, but there's a lot there, and it just shapes my. I don't know. I just love the shape of it, which is nice.
Trying to think, I guess, because you hit a little cut, don't you? But
With driver, and then
with your irons. You
so like
can
the first hole is, you know, I normally hit 2 iron, but I can hit driver.
Yeah.
And then the second hole, like, you have to draw it, and
Yeah.
like fading it with driver, I can't do that. So that was always like, there's always a moment there, like 2 irons way too far back, but now I have a mini driver, and that's gonna be perfect. But you had to.
I do love
same
that
as Augusta.
course.
You have to learn to draw it. You have to, and that's, you know, the mini driver is really good for that. And I wasn't a very big 3-wood guy because it was so tough to get fitted for one.
Yeah.
But the mini driver is a very good club for me.
It's a good take. I haven't really heard somebody put their little TBC Sawgrass in their
And
top
it's just like
5.
fun,
Yeah, it is
but
cool course.
also tough. Like if you don't hit it well, you're stuffed in some situations. So
I do love it. We just played there a couple weeks ago.
Who is the purest on tour? Just total pure ranking. Maybe it's golf swing, outfits, vibe.
purist,
Just who is the most pure?
like class.
Just yeah.
Everything. Ball striking involved.
Oh, I mean, you guys know who I'm gonna say.
Who are you going to say?
J-Day?
No, Adam Scott.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my
Just
God.
pure vibe.
J-Day's more.
That's so true, though.
J-Day's a bit more swag, I think.
Yeah.
But Adam Scott's got like, he's like, if we're talking about class and pure, I think he's
Yeah, I would
up there.
agree.
He is-
Like great
yeah.
golf swing, and the way he goes about his business is very pure. Like he's just
Yeah.
swings
He's a
just pure.
stud.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's got aura.
He's cool.
He's
All right. What is the worst swing on tour?
Remember Tommy Two Gloves Gainey?
That guy was awesome. Yeah.
that is actually. I don't know who does have the worst swing. That's a tough one.
Bubba Watson, maybe. He's not on tour anymore.
No, but he hits it sick though. He
Yeah, he
hits
does.
like 60-yard cuts, but it's special.
I'm trying to think. I actually don't. That's a good question. I remember Tommy Two Gloves was like really popular for kind of having like a
Crazy swing.
weird, kind of just a crazy game,
Yeah.
like very homemade.
Yeah.
You can't say the worst. I think the worst is
Yeah,
like,
it's kinda harsh.
No one's gonna answer that. I think you got to say unique.
We're trying to clip.
Okay,
farm you,
who
so-
has the most unique?
You'd say like Matt Wolf.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most unique. Okay,
That's
I
pretty-
kind of like
definitely,
that. That's a
definitely.
good
like-
call.
I don't want to get in shit too, but
We're trying to get you in shit.
Yeah,
so
I know.
Min was gonna have beef with Matt Wolf now.
There's not many swings on tour where you're like, oh, that shouldn't be on tour though.
No.
yeah.
Matt Wolf is probably the most unique, but it's so impressive. Like it's
Yeah.
obviously he had a huge run when he was playing well, and
Well, I mean, everybody gets into a similar position,
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
Like 3 feet behind, 3 feet in front.
Yeah.
It all looks very similar.
Yeah.
Like even if it looks like a crazy swing.
yeah,
He slots it cool.
he does.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah.
He slots it great,
Yeah.
but it's unique.
It is very unique. It's very unique.
What is your favorite movie?
The most watched, I would say 8 Mile.
Oh,
I like
okay.
I like
Oh.
Eminem, and I always go back to the rap battles and
Love that.
kind of watch that. I think so. I really like the Creed. I really like Creed, the boxing movie
Yeah.
with Michael B. Jordan.
What's that edit? That big edit
Yeah,
to
the
that
edit.
movie?
Oh, on
edit,
TikTok.
It's
TikTok
so
edit.
sick.
They always
Yeah.
go Michael B. Jordan edit, Creed edit, Creed edit.
Creed edit
It's
is
like the best edit on TikTok.
generational.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find that one.
Yeah,
Let's
roll
see
that
what
one
it
on screen, Max.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, the OG Rocky movies too are
Yeah.
sick. How about the Super Bowl? Seahawks or Patriots? Who you got?
Do you watch football?
Yes and no. I mean, my manager's a big 49ers fan, so I was rooting them on. But living in Vegas now, I'm slowly going to the Raiders.
It's tough.
Number one pick. Number one pick though.
Mendoza.
So hopefully that. I think Seahawks.
Yeah.
I think that's actually
They're-
no. I might.
I want to see the Patriots one, but I agree with you.
No, you know what? I actually met Drake May in at Summit in Vegas. He was
Oh, no
playing,
way.
so I didn't know who he was because I didn't watch that much football. But
That's
now
hilarious.
that he's there, I want him to win. So,
Okay.
but Seahawks are going to be hard to beat, right?
They're
like
complete package.
exactly
Borderline impossible.
Yeah, that's what that's all I've heard the last few weeks. That Seahawks are probably going to win. So,
Well, this podcast goes live after the Super Bowl, so we'll see about this prediction. Let's just say go Patriots.
Yeah.
should I go Patriots? 6 points.
Okay.
Up by 6 points.
I like
Out by
it.
6 points.
I like it. All right. Final question for you. What is your favorite PGA Tour event?
I mean, this one's pretty special. Waste management. Just because it's the People's Open and it's crazy. It is crazy, but once a year, it is awesome. Obviously, the Masters is special. Is considered tour. The Open is very special too. The British Open.
Mm-hmm.
If you go there, it's a very special vibe. You're in like your own little town. Everyone's there for golf, and yeah, it's pretty special.
It's very purist vibe.
Very purist.
in
Very
Scotland.
purist. It's like OG. You feel like, I don't know. There's a big aura to it.
Yeah.
A big aura to it.
I agree with that.
I mean, players is pretty. I mean, there's a lot of good tournaments.
good
There's
ones.
a lot of good tournaments. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the Masters though. It's special.
Yeah, you
Oh, yeah,
can't
dude.
really. I don't know if you could beat that one.
No. Well, awesome, man. We really appreciate you coming on.
Yes, of course. Thanks for having me, and hopefully we make another video soon.
Dude, appreciate it. Thanks for coming on the pod.
Sir.
Hopefully you guys enjoy that podcast. We're going to wrap it up there. Go follow Minwoo's socials. They'll be linked in the description down below. Watch his journey. Go support him, obviously. But, yeah. Everyone hit the subscribe button. We'll see you guys in the next one. And peace.